Welcome back. You're watching the festive shopping special edition of Money, 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 and we have a full house today. We've got representatives from both brick and mortar retail and e-commerce to help you make the most of your festive shopping. Sanchit, let me ask you this question. I mean, what are the kind of discounting trends that we are seeing online? Typically, what's the range that we're looking at? And in which product categories are these most apparent?
Okay. That's a fantastic question, Surbhi. So, we've got a long range actually, right from 10% we've seen where, smartphones typically at 10-15%, or let's say traditional books and fashion. But whereas where we look at white goods, we're seeing a lot fatter discounts this year. So we're seeing as far as 30-40% as well. So the range actually depends on the category that you look at very, very broadly. But also there are additional discounts available if you, let's say, for in-app purchases. So what we've seen is that for a lot of these e-commerce players to ensure that the users and consumers use their app, they're offering additional discount of 5-10% here or there for in-app purchases. So I think that's also something that's really big this year that we're seeing actually.
So let me ask you this. I mean, would you give any shopping tips to our viewers to make the most of these discounts? And also, what do you think that e-commerce will have to do to pull more people in? Because as you mentioned that there is a return back to the stores as well that we are seeing this year.
Well, absolutely. So I think, this year is a very critical year for the e-commerce market because there's a lot of displacement. But clearly, consumers should look at Paytm Mall. They should look at Tata Click for some fantastic deals, especially so because, both these companies are offering some great online to offline experiences as well. So, people can get a better fulfillment in terms of quicker deliveries in one or two days, which might not be possible with traditional or e-commerce only players. They can even get some better discounts as well because, Paytm Mall, as we know, is actually investing 1,000 crores this year just for better discounting and marketing and expenditures overall. Okay,
that's a smart tip. Thank you very much, Sanchit, for joining in and shedding some light on all that's happening in the e-commerce world with us. Appreciate you being with us on the show. Okay, let me also bring in Mr. Srikhande. So what about you? I mean, at Shoppers Stop, what are the kind of different promotions you've deployed this year? Give us the range of discounts that one can expect and whether it's sort of higher than last year or comparable.
So we are not working on individual category discount or promotion. I think a lot of banks, a lot of credit cards are offering a lot of offers as well. But there is overall offer on a ticket size. We believe that the kind of investment that we are making in the store lighting, the store interactivity, the store gaming, the store experience should help us to get customers back into the store in much bigger numbers than what we have seen in the past.
Now, Amazon is an investor in Shoppers Stop, so perhaps the perspectives are changing very quickly. But, what is your sense? Will it have to be higher discounting? Will discounts have to somewhat come comparable to online to get more customers in?
So we believe that customers today want to shop all the time, whether online or offline. And these two are independent channels, and at some point of time, they'll work together like an omni-channel. But yes, both the channels will drive customers onto their store or to their site.
So, Nilesh, as we are having this debate about online versus offline, what is your expectation in terms of the offerings and the discounts? And apart from the freebies, as you mentioned, right now, what would be the differential rates, if any at all?
See, I'll tell you what has happened is with the GST coming in, I think the differential rate has more or less got disappeared. For the simple reason is the major differential rate used to be in the mobile space because there were certain states which were having a 5% VAT and the rest of the country was on 12.5% VAT. So that with the GST being all across, the differential rate has gone away. And now as far as if you see online and offline, the major brands which are there, which sells, there's not much of a difference at all because the brands also at times are not very in tune and they do not want to devalue the brand by giving deep discounts. So wherever you're seeing major discounts happening on the online space is of those models and brands which are not very well known and they have exclusivity over there. There are certain brands which were there 20 years back, 15 years back, and they've just got those brand licenses and started selling those brands also. So I think that's where the gap is. And consumer today is a very evolved consumer. He understands what he wants to buy. So if he finds an offering and if he feels the brand which is being offered is good for him, he'll buy it. Otherwise, definitely he'll stick to the well-known multinational and the Indian brands which he's used to.
Okay.
So I think, and there's a lot of debate between online and offline. What I want to put it to rest is at the end of the day, every offline retailer has to accept that online has come in and is going to be a part of the retail landscape. And at the end of the day, they are also helping to increase the market size. So I think there is a synergy between the two of them. Yes, sometimes they, during those big days, they may be able to generate a lot of sales, but at the same time, they also generate a lot of interest, which gets materialized in the offline world in the following days.
Okay, fair enough. So, Ajit, I'll sort of let you have the last word on this. And also, tell us about pricing. Is there a difference in the price points between online and offline for you? And any final message you'd like to give to the consumer out there?
Well, there's no difference between the price we offer online or in our physical stores. But this Diwali is going to be a bonanza for the consumers because there are a lot of freebies. There are a lot of EMIs, which are 0% EMIs, where the interest is absorbed by the retailer and by the manufacturer. So if you have a big ticket in mind, go for it, but just negotiate with the retailer. That will be my advice. And also look at the credit card option, because there are lots and lots of cashbacks which you are going to get from the national credit card companies. So my tip would be just be wise, study the offer, negotiate with the retailer, and you will get fantastic deal, and you will have a great Diwali at home with your family and friends.
Fantastic, gentlemen. Thank you so much. And we wish you a very happy Diwali and season's greetings to you, everybody back home, and of course, everybody back in your offices as well. Thank you so much for joining in. Well, on that note, we're going to take a quick break. Now we know all the discounts and all the offers and the EMI schemes. The question is your money allowing you to do that? Karthik Zaveri will get us the answer.